So last Friday, my book club met up at Janet's house for our monthly literary discussion and light snacks, which is basically code for eat cheese and drink wine while pretending we read the book. This month, we were supposed to discuss Pride and Prejudice, but as usual, no one had made it past page 20 except for Gary, who is the only person on earth who actually uses a bookmark. We just settled in, Bree already halfway gone, when Gary pulled out his contribution, a massive pop-up version of Game of Thrones. The kind with pull tabs, hidden flaps, and more cardboard engineering than a third-grade science fair. Naturally, we were intrigued. Janet even put down her wine, which is saying something. Gary cracked open the book to the first pop-up, and suddenly a three-dimensional cardboard dire wolf lunged at the table, knocking over the cheese plate. We laughed it off, but then Gary started flipping pages, and it was like a medieval carnival gone wrong, tiny paper swords flailing, miniature castle gates snapping shut, and at one point, a pop-up dragon that launched itself into the fondue. By chapter 5, we'd stopped pretending to discuss the moral implications of Mr. Darcy and were instead strategizing how to dodge flying pieces of paper and melted Gruyere. About halfway through the night, Janet's cat, Mr. Whiskers, took offense at a particularly aggressive cardboard knight and swatted it straight into Gary's lap. Gary, in a brave yet ultimately futile attempt at heroism, tried to defend himself with a fondue fork, but only succeeded in spearing a pop-up sheep. The group started keeping score, dragons versus wine glasses versus hapless readers. At some point, someone suggested we switch to audiobooks, but then Gary wondered aloud if there was a choose-your-own-adventure version with actual dice. The evening ended with half the club hiding behind the couch, 2 casualties, 1 cheese knife, 1 paperback, and Gary promising to bring a safer book next time. As we picked bits of melted cheese and cardboard from our hair, Gary shrugged and said, "Well, I guess you could say. It was a real plot twist."